You have to be f***ing kidding me right now. How much did Bezos pay for this one, Anna?
After dropping millions on his over-the-top wedding, Jeff Bezos is apparently ready to spend even more this time on his new wife, Lauren Sánchez. Because as a wedding gift, he's reportedly planning to buy her Vogue magazine. The fashion world is basically spiraling right now after hearing that Lauren might soon be their new boss, so let's unpack this mess. Welcome to Inside Hollywood, where the spotlight never fades and the drama never sleeps. Hit that subscribe and let's get into it. We all saw Jeff Bezos shell out $50 million on a wedding to his gorgeous new wife, Lauren. A wedding that could have literally ended world hunger, but no. He decided to rent out the entire city of Venice instead, and the spending, it's far from over. Apparently, Jeff is getting Lauren a very interesting wedding gift. One that might explain why Anna Wintour suddenly decided to retire out of nowhere. I mean, Vogue has basically been Anna's baby for decades, her legacy, her empire, but now? Well, since Lauren Sánchez has a background in journalism, Jeff Bezos is reportedly trying to buy Vogue for her. But not just the magazine, he's allegedly going after the entire parent company, Condé Nast, as a gift. So Lauren's not just stepping into Vogue and shaking things up. She might own the company that owns Vogue. And suddenly, it's all starting to make sense. Why was Lauren on the cover of Vogue in the first place? Probably because they were already in the process of buying the company.
But who knew that we could find new lows? Miss Anna Wintour.
Come to the front of the class.
How much did this man pay you? How much did he pay to put his inflatable wife on the cover of American Vogue? She doesn't epitomize or exemplify the Vogue
So,
woman.
I find the timing very interesting. Anna Wintour just so happens to step down at the exact same time Jeff is making this big purchase. And look, I've said it before, I'm not the biggest Anna Wintour fan, but honestly, this whole situation kind of makes me respect her more. Like, the fact that she chose to walk away because she couldn't stomach the idea of Lauren Sánchez being her boss. I mean, I can barely say that sentence out loud without choking. Now, Anna claims she's still going to stay on and oversee global operations, so she's technically keeping a role at the company. But let's be real, she's probably just hanging on for the paycheck. Because at this point, it looks like even she can't fully escape Lauren's reign.
Apparently, Jeff Bezos bought Lauren Sánchez Vogue as a wedding present, and now it makes sense why Anna Wintour stepped down. And all I have to say is, I take it back. I take it back. Anna Wintour, please come back, because I would rather take your stale toast than her tackiness any day.
So let's talk about Vogue's parent company, Condé Nast. It's been owned by the Newhouse family since 1959, but now that might be changing real fast. A source told the Daily Mail, the rumor that Jeff is going to buy Condé Nast is all anyone's talking about in the fashion industry and inside Vogue, and honestly, that tracks. Because Lauren Sánchez as a Vogue cover star, that was already raising eyebrows, especially with that wedding-themed photo shoot. Word on the street is she landed the July issue, partly because the Newhouse family wanted to butter up Bezos, like, hey Jeff, here's your wife on the cover, now please buy our company. In New York, they've been slimming down the business, which is exactly what companies do right before a sale. And I wouldn't be shocked if that cover was part of the package deal, probably for an extra fee, just to sweeten the pot and secure the sale. And of course, they're likely trying to sell it for way more than it's actually worth. But hey, Lauren Sánchez is technically a journalist, so maybe they're trying to play that angle too. Now here's where it gets even juicier. Sources say Anna Wintour isn't all that upset about Lauren stepping in. Why? Because Anna reportedly has equity in the business. Yep, she owns a stake. And if this deal goes through, she could make a lot of money. Apparently, Anna is actually helping broker the sale, so that Vogue cover? That might have been part of the plan, because if Condé Nast gets sold for an inflated price, Anna Wintour walks away with a very pretty penny.
Big breaking news this morning. Anna Wintour is stepping down from her role as editor-in-chief of American Vogue, which she has held for 37 years. However, she's not retired.
This comment says it all. Anna has nightmares. Some blow-up doll destroying the magazine she's synonymous with, like, Whew, The Shade. And then it adds, if Jeff really wanted to be vindictive, he'd give the Met Gala to Lauren. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. Can you imagine the Bezos family running the Met Gala next year? Just when you thought that event couldn't get any messier. But let's not forget Jeff is not new to the publishing world. Back in 2013, he bought the Washington Post, ending the Graham family's four-generation reign. So this man doesn't just have the money, he's got the track record to back it up. A source even said he's one of the very few people with deep enough pockets. And Lauren? She's no airhead, she's a sharp cookie, apparently. There have already been talks of Lauren taking over. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if she's announced as the next editor-in-chief of Vogue. Word is, Anna Wintour had to step down because of the way the deal was structured. She might still have power at sister publications like GQ, Glamour, or Vanity Fair, but she had to give up her title at Vogue, and that's no coincidence. It's all aligning with what Lauren wants. Sources say Anna wasn't exactly thrilled about it, but she accepted it. Probably because Anna knows the company is getting ready to sell. And let's not forget Condé Nast owns way more than just Vogue, so if this deal goes through, Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men alive, is about to have a ton of control over the media we consume. One person commented, "Coming soon, Lauren Sánchez on the cover of every magazine." Another wrote, "This would be a travesty." And someone else said, "Now every time you open Vogue, it's just going to be Amazon ads and product placements all over the pages." And honestly, they're not wrong. You have to admit this is a wild situation. Like, you literally have to be the richest person on earth to find yourself in this level of mess. Anna Wintour made Vogue her baby, her legacy, and now the richest man alive is about to buy it and hand it over to his new wife, who claims she's a journalist. Be serious. But get this, some people are saying this whole thing feels like The Devil Wears Prada in real life. And since Devil Wears Prada 2 is reportedly in the works, people are joking that this drama could literally be the plot. And honestly, not a bad idea. A billionaire buys a legendary fashion magazine and installs his glamorous, controversial new wife as the editor-in-chief. Tell me that wouldn't eat in theaters.
Trying to say that that's how they got their Vogue spread. I'm not joking, this theory is everywhere. But here's the thing, while these rumors continue to circulate, representatives close to Bezos denied the rumor, calling it totally untrue. But I have another theory, and this one is pertaining to the fact that we are getting a Devil Wears Prada 2 coming out in May of 2026. They are currently filming right now, and you know how in the first Devil Wears Prada, Miranda Priestley's character is reportedly based on Anna Wintour. Do we think with all of the new additions to the cast right here, all these new cast members, do we think there's going to be some sort of a similar storyline to what's happening in the real world with Jeff Bezos? I have an idea of what's happening in the sequel because it's also a book, but my theory is that they're going to incorporate some of what's happening in the real world with this whole Jeff Bezos situation into the second movie.
The thing is, Lauren's not even fresh or young, and she's definitely not a model. None of this makes any damn sense to me. I have a strong feeling the Bezos family isn't going to get a congratulations card for the sale. I mean, that $50 million wedding already rubbed people the wrong way, and now people are just done with these billionaires doing whatever they want unchecked. Even Rosie O'Donnell chimed in and said, "It turned my stomach seeing all these billionaires gathering in the gross excess of it all. The show of it all sold his soul is what it looks like from here." The devil is smiling at all his conquests like, "Damn Rosie, say it with your chest." Honestly, I can totally picture it. The devil, Mr. Satan himself, down in hell, burning hotter than ever, grinning from ear to ear after seeing that July Vogue cover because he knows that was his work. And then there's Mariah Carey, who was asked about the Bezos wedding and simply said, "I wasn't there, let's be honest," is more than enough. That's all she needed to say. It totally gave flashbacks to the iconic "I don't know" her moment about J.Lo, and you know what? I still don't think she knows her. But actress Eva Longoria is supposedly super close to Lauren Sánchez. And yet, she didn't show up to the wedding either. She was filming in Spain at the time, which, let's be real, is way closer to Venice than flying in from the US. So that excuse is looking a little weak. Now, here's where it gets really wild. There's an old blind item that recently resurfaced, and it claims that Lauren Sánchez allegedly proposed a threesome between her, Jeff Bezos, and Eva Longoria.
Lauren Sánchez allegedly wanted Eva Longoria to sleep with her and Jeff Bezos, if you know what I mean, and she was not interested at all. And this is allegedly the real reason why she didn't attend her so-called close friend's wedding. I guess the actress, producer, and financier was not into the three-way that the wife of the bookseller wanted to have.
But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Eva wanted to distance herself after that whole situation. I mean, a three-way at this age with Jeff Bezos of all people? Be serious, absolutely not. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I love to read them. That's a wrap on today's Hollywood drama. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your daily dose of glitz, gossip, and pop culture news only on Inside Hollywood.